Yeah,
on
sure.
YouTube. Yes,
Well, let me tell the people something here. We were sitting over at the West My Bloomin' Cookies one morning, and this family came in, and I think it was just a few days after you got into town, if I'm not mistaken. And I think everybody that was that was sitting at coffee that morning, when they found out that you were going to live in Enderlin, I think we were all real happy about it, because we could tell that you're such a fine family, and we really appreciate your being here.
Christmas tree gesture.
Yeah.
Like right out of the gate. You dropped the Christmas tree in our front lawn. You know, that's... You guys moved to town? A year ago. Almost exactly a year ago.
By the way, the stand belongs to somebody else.
No. The Christmas tree stand.
Did we not get it back?
Yep, 7 days ago, it's exactly 1 year.
Yeah.
We've lived here.
That's right.
7
Good
days.
girl. So, you know, as far as the work goes, you know, I think there are a whole, you know, probably a whole group of people that will be looking for alternatives. I mean, you know, there's all these foreclosures, and granted, things are going to get cheaper in other parts of the country, but even so, I still think that this people, if they're pinched and they're just kind of sick of having a big mortgage and they're suddenly free to work from wherever they want, this place will do well. And the infrastructure with the DSL is really good for a small town. With the other thing is, like, you know, we have Dish Network. The Dish Network with the DVR. Anybody have a DVR? It's you know, it's like you never have to watch commercials. It's like you live in the Silicon Valley. It's like the most high-tech thing imaginable. You don't ever have to watch commercials.
Did you see a picture
You
of
can
me?
record whatever you want.
Look
So
at my
it's really
hair.
there's really no lifestyle hit that you have to take at all. You know, between having internet access, the pool, the golf course. Goodness gracious! I mean, that's a nice little golf course that you guys have. So I don't, you know, if you're anxious, if you're really looking to get the word out about Enderlin, is that a goal?
Yes.
That is a goal, okay. I mean, you know, I could write up my experience and you can put it somewhere if you wanted to. But, you know, I think that will probably take care of itself over the next few years.
And people.
Unless people are just, I mean, when I talk to friends back in California and here in North Dakota, the immediate reaction is
What is it
about the
in
weather.
there?
So that's, I guess,
I want to see.
something that you can convince somebody of.
Do you see me?
What's that?
Can you see me from here? Mom, can you see me from here?
You're dressed for it.
Oh yeah, the Indians do.
Right.
Holy Twist,
Well, Bill, where did you come from originally?
I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, so outside of Philadelphia, the Amish country. And Sonia and I met in the Bay Area. We met in San Francisco. I was working there. And then we moved to Reno. And then Reno had a crazy run-up in real estate.
Can you see me?
That can't be right. There's something weird about this. And so we moved again to kind of eliminate some risk. Moved to the middle of Nevada. I worked there for a while, and then we made this move. So we're sort of inching our way across the country. But this is
No, you gotta stop now.
yeah, we don't have any reason to leave now. I mean, I can sleep at night. Mortgage and
Shut me. Shut me.
what's that?
You don't have to really worry about your kids.
Oh, it's
Do that again. Do that.
Run all over town.
Do
Yeah,
that.
it's very
just
nice.
the safest thing imaginable, yeah. And it's not really, you know, in Minnesota and all. But there are just a lot of them. You know, I had a buddy that was, again, getting on my case about North Dakota. Why North Dakota? You know, he was saying, isn't everybody there fat? You know, and I said, you know, that is the place, this place is the longest, nicest of any place in the country. You know, I don't know if you, I'm sure you, I don't know if you knew that, but there was like some study I saw on the news that said.
It's nice to hear it.
Yeah. Well, they did a study, the goal of the study was that they were going to try and correlate
How would you read there?
income to longevity. They were going to try and say that, you know, everything's unfair unless people have money, they can't. And then they had this giant anomaly where in the upper Midwest, in Minnesota and North Dakota, they had all these people that were not, raking in the dough, but they were living forever. And so it just has to do with, the choices that people are making it's just really, just good, responsible citizens doing it to get our car insurance, which is a great litmus test of the general responsibility level, how many people are cracking up. And our car insurance was 1/3 of what it was in Nevada. So that's astounding. I mean, so they're just, it's just, there's a lot of misconceptions, I would say, about the Midwest. But I think if people knew more about it, they would be flocking.
If you could snap your fingers and start one business that you'd like to see in Enderlin, it would make your life easier, what would it be?
I mean, it's a lot of the basics are covered, with the hardware store, and then I suppose we're probably better off without it, but any kind of convenient food like the corner cafe when you're on sit, that's great, but like a Subway, I guess, or something quicker. That'd be about it. Really, I don't know. Sonia, do you think anything?
Not off the top of my head. We've got.
I mean, for us, we're way better off being away from any kind of shopping options.
Then stop.
Uh-oh. He's the shopper. It's not me. He's the shopper. He's talking about himself.
I got that.
Yep. I never like.
Where are you from in Minnesota?
I grew up. Sorry. I grew up in the New London Spicer area. My dad was superintendent of schools there, and then
you moved
up to Mountain Iron and lived on the Iron Range. My mom lives in Duluth, and my parents were in Duluth for 20 years, and I've got family in Minneapolis, and a couple sisters in Minneapolis and one sister in Duluth, and one in Texas, and a brother in Georgia.
What does your family think when they come out to visit you?
I think they really like it. I think it's kind of a nice combination of like what I grew up. I had, I graduated from a class of 60 kids, and my dad was superintendent. Everybody knew everybody in town. The kids get to participate in sports. We had great athletic success, basketball championships and things like that. It was really, really fun because you get to participate. You get the chance to go on to bigger and better things, and you get that confidence. And Graham's participating in Destination Imagination, and it's a great program. I mean, just the chance to participate and be safe. And if you're in a bigger city, even in Fargo, you may not lose out on it. So it leads to anything, but it leads to bigger and better things as a citizen. Just participating in whether if music or whatever. It's just it's very familiar. It's kind of like coming home to a small town, and so it's been really, and everybody's so friendly. And I'm 3/4 Norwegian and 1/4 German. My main name was Haugjord. So
You fit.
I fit in. Yeah, and the church, all the people we met through church, and it's really great. So
Hi. Hi.
Hurlburt's English.
How big of a family do you have?
Brother and sister.
I want to look.
You're English.
Where am I here? Where am
That was
I?
about the extent
Where
of what I have to say. So.
I?
Oh, nice.
Let's just